What
If
is
I
it,
have
120 you said?
two,
150.
150.
I have
150.
150, and you can remove a madness.
Yeah, I think the first week, Ghundra.
Okay, do we have any gems that we want to keep? Or let me rephrase that. Are there any gems that are vital spell components?
Not
Like
that
rubies, diamonds, amethysts.
I don't use any. The one expensive spell component I'm keeping, I have on me, and it's the funny golden flower.
So, Rio, what about your shit? Don't you unmute yourself right now?
Rio's asleep.
oh, I also have questions for you, Daniel.
No,
Yeah.
sorry, I sneezed. Um,
uh,
what?
do you require a gem for any spell component in your
Um,
arsenal, or will need in your arsenal later?
I
Also, what's the revive diamond?
That is a 300 gold worth of diamond per revivify.
Worth of diamonds or singular diamond that is worth 300 gold?
I think it's
Either one.
I think it's
It doesn't
diamond
matter.
dust for one of them, and then it's solid diamonds for the rest.
It's solid diamonds for any kind of resurrection spell.
But we can have multiple diamonds. So,
Yeah, it just says
question
300 gold
is
worth of
from I
diamonds.
have 450 gold diamonds. I have one 500 gold diamond, and I have 1,000 gold diamond.
The 450 gold diamonds
It could be used.
could be used as part of a revivify or something. And Rogi
Okay. I won't sell any of
can
the
cast
diamonds.
revivify. Rogi will be able to cast revivify soon.
So,
I
if
do not
anything,
need
Very soon,
anything.
actually.
What about rubies?
so if anything, I would say right now, transfer the diamonds from Keyless inventory to
No.
Rogi. Oh, right.
No.
Why
No.
not?
I keep anything I find. I have not cured my madness yet.
Oh, okay. We'll get to that then.
Yeah, I think there's only one spell that needs a ruby, and it's first level. If I'm remembering right, it's chromatic orb, and I don't think either of us have it, and I don't care about it. So
Yeah.
Alright, I'm selling the 250 rubies then. So I'm selling the 250 rubies and the box holding the gems, which is 25 gold, and the 3 amethysts.
Do you want to sell these 2 flasks of demon blood? I got
The
that. I got 100 gold of gems.
I
Do
don't.
two
not
flasks of
sell the
demon blood
demon
is for
blood.
you to do any sort of terrible dark magics with.
Okay.
Keyleth got that for you, buddy. To just
That was a
be
gift.
evil. That was
For
a
you.
gift. Don't for you.
Don't sell my gift, bro.
I'll keep it forever.
So I can sell those things for 825 gold. Would anyone like to be cured of madness? Keyleth's going to get rid of both of his.
I know I
Um,
am. I think Gundra spends a good portion of the traveling time trying to find somebody who will be cool about doing it. I have money for it though, so I can just do it for
Yeah, and I
myself.
say like eventually, especially maybe you find like a town that you're kind of quote unquote settling down in for the time.
I'm going to pay for it myself, and I'm just going to go ahead and
Pay for it yourself with the money Keyleth gave you previously.
yeah, basically.
Exactly.
Sometimes
Uh,
it be like that.
I will say Gundra does very much try there. If anybody goes with him to do it at the same time, Gundra does very aggressively treat this as a business transaction and divorces himself from any religious aspect of the person curing.
Rogi,
Rogi,
who
you
would
want
be
your
with you,
madness cured?
Rogi would love his 2 madnesses cured.
2 madnesses?
Yeah, so I was
300
gonna ask
gold.
Daniel. There's another one that I don't know. I can't tell if it was a long-term madness that I forgot to delete, or if it was a permanent madness.
What is
was
it?
it?
Character suffers extreme paranoia, and it does say has disadvantage on wisdom and charisma checks. So I
That's
think it was a long-term, but not an indefinite madness.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
Ones that have things outside of role play are usually shorter term.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So yeah, you probably just forgot to get rid of that one.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, like short term is stuff like you are paralyzed for an hour for this amount of time. Long term is you have disadvantage on these checks or whatever, and then permanent are here's a role play aspect you should follow.
Yes. And does getting rid of our madness things reduce our sanity at all?
No.
Nope.
Okay.
Your sanity level is still the same.
Then Rogi will pay for the one madness that he has with his own money.
With your
And then
own
use
money.
use the key loot money for the second one.
Well, I don't have a second
The
one.
second one's
Oh, you
temporary.
just had the one. I'm sorry. Yeah, okay, I
I
understand.
thought I had two. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I get it now. I thought you said you had two, and then you also might have had that
Is
extra one.
anyone else wanting to get on this madness cleanse?
I'm
Oh.
all good.
Okay. I was gonna ask.
Really?
Alright, that's 525 gold going into Keith's pocket from the
Alright.
gem money.
Damn.
Yeah,
That's
Keyleth
some
has been the one
good
like
cheddar.
picking up all the shit from.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
So
because
I'll-
he got 2 kleptomaniac traits in
I
madness.
see those muscles and I see the giant lizard.
And you've never been more around.
Yo, Dan, can I try and sell this 250 gold veil for more than it's worth?
How much you
Yes.
thinking?
I think I want 350 for it.
350.
Whew.
Yeah, I'll tell
Alright.
a story about how it's from the Underdark.
Okay, alright,
Land
alright.
far away.
Okay, Dane,
Wait,
Dane, okay.
Are you trying to sell things, Frankie?
Yes.
Because Rogi would definitely, since you've talked yourself up as a salesperson, would also give you his dark metal mace to sell on his behalf.
Oh. Okay. I'm
Boy,
curious
got
as
the
to
mace.
He just
You're going-
asks that you give him a menagerie of the money.
I think I'm cutting out.
Better not be.
Did you hear what I told you?
Whoa!
Oh boy.
Are you ready to get intense?
So
This is like some last boss fight music right here.
Yeah.
the picture of the Wojaks is perfectly matching up with these songs. I'm imagining they're the ones singing.
You think they're the ones doing that?
Oh, absolutely.
Is Demogorgon just
Why are you
rampages?
listening to battle music? Well,
Why not? Actually, you know what? I'll put on Baba Yaga.
okay.
I like Baba Yaga. It's a good one. It's a nice little gem we found.
Turn it down while
She's a very
Frankie-
nice woman.
Baba
She
Yaga
is.
is
No,
a
she's
nice
not.
one. No,
No. She
Look.
absolutely isn't.
you could take one look at that chicken house, and you know there's a nice old lady that lives in there.
No, Baba Yaga bad. She eats children.
Don't we all, though?
No.
He takes care of one child.
What a child it is.
Egg is the most popular form of child to eat.
Oh, I guess I did have some eggs today. All right, so, Frankie, are you? Okay.
Bye, Frankie.
Okay, bye. Got frustrated and just got out of there. All right, so we'll put that on pause. Hey, Rogi, if you want to sell anything, I think you're on your own.
I still think Frankie's coming back.
No, he's not.
Fuck this, I'm not dealing with this right now. Night, y'all. This is a very,
Very final thing.
No, Frankie's coming back. He wouldn't
not-
leave me.
He's absolutely he left you
Damn, bro.
high and dry.
That dark
Damn.
metal mace
Alright.
is just gonna gather some dust.
All right. Well, I guess Rogi would try to sell it here on the
Okay.
surface, and hope that based on what Frankie's told him, he can get more
He
money if he
will
says it's
help.
from the Underdark.
He's got a +4 in persuasion.
And muscles.
Mark, what's that table that shows how much magic items typically cost?
A lot. Let me see. There's a selling a magic item thing. If we wanted to
I'm
do
gonna
that.
click on that real quick.
Common-
Common 100, uncommon 400, rare 4,000, very rare 40,000, legendary 20,000.
These are the
200,000.
these are base prices.
Mm-hmm.
Hatch for a consumable item like potion or scroll. Check total 1 through 10, 50% of base price, 11 through 20, 100% of base price, and 21 plus is 150% of base price.
Okay, we can. Yeah, this will be part of your downtime activity then.
Complications. The main risk in selling a magic item lies in attracting thieves and anyone else who wants the item but doesn't want to pay for it. Every work week spent trying to sell an item brings a 10% chance of a complication. Are we going off downtime rules, or is it purely just roleplay?
We'll be doing downtime rules.
Okay. How many weeks of downtime do we have?
9.
We have 9 weeks of downtime.
We get to select anything we want.
Rogue, remember yours is cut in half.
Yep.
Keep that in mind when you want to sell this item later. We could start.
Yeah, that's the only thing Rogi's doing.
Yeah, I mean, you still have like another month and a half to do whatever you want. I don't think selling a magic item is gonna take that long.
Selling a magic item. Must by spending 1 work week. A buyer for 1 magic item is spending 1 work week and 25 gold, which is used to spread the word for the desired sale.
Yes.
So yeah, it costs 25 gold, but you're gonna be making, if it's an uncommon item, it's like 400.
Mm-hmm. Which I believe it is uncommon.
That I do not know. Because you are the only
Can
one with that
find
information.
out. I believe you got it in the Oozing Temple, if I am not mistaken.
What's it called?
Correct. Dark Metal Mace.
Actually, it is a common magic item.
So yeah, you'd make 75 gold off that.
Cool. He'll sell it.
Okay. Keep track. That's 1 work week.
Okay. So
What
I
do you do?
have.
You also need to make
Do I
a
have 4 or
persuasion
5
check.
left?
You need to make a persuasion check too.
Okay. Well then. There we go.
Ooh.
I did it.
So you get 50 gold for it.
Yeah, and since it costs 25, you get 25 gold. That's net profit.
Your net profit is 25 gold for this thing.
No, we didn't pay for it, so.
Well,
Fair.
sure.
That's a pure gain right there.
That's 25 gold in the pocket.
It's 50 gold in the pocket.
Oh,
All
yeah.
right. While we're doing we'll just do it like all these downtime activities one at a time, Gavin. So
Okay.
we'll start with you now. That's putting our month and a half aside. We'll start from just doing pure downtime activities. That's 1 work week.
Okay.
What would you like to do for the others?
Do I have 4 or 3 work weeks left?
You have 9 total.
9 total. I decided half of that. Actually, we'll say we'll round up for it for the change. So we'll say 5 is for the change, and then you have 4 total. Well, now you have 3.
From an outside perspective, what does this change look like? Does he just fuck off? What's it?
You don't know. You'll know at the end of this next activity I do.
Yes.
All right. I was asking because like we still exist
everyone
around each other, so I was wondering if you just kind of are gone for a while.
One other thing, there is the downtime activity for religious services.
Uh-huh.
I think we'll say it takes 1 work week to remove your madness.
Okay, yeah.
Keeping that
Oh, so I
simple.
only have 2.
Yes, yeah.
I was gonna spend a work. I have written down spend a work week finding a priest that is cool.
I will say that's all part of that.
Okay.
We'll keep that one simple. And just if you to remove a madness is 1 work week, and the money spent. I won't have you roll any checks or anything like that.
You see
Okay.
one thing. Cool. There were 2 other things that he may spend time doing, but for Rogi specifically, they will probably be difficult. Because Rogi would spend time asking around about demons while he was topside. Seeing if there were any he could find, because he still wants to see if the surface is safe. And once he determines that there isn't any active demon shit, where the fuck? Come on, Xanathar's Guide. Where's the specific thing I was looking for?
Research? Yeah, that's the one
research.
I'm looking at right now.
There's also he would also do what he's done in the Underdark a lot and see if he could observe in some way demons. But what that would look like is training. Here it is. He would want to start the process of learning Abyssal. He would take Abyssal classes if possible.
Abyssal classes. The night class. You do Abyssal.
Yeah, of course. Oh, it says it takes 10 work weeks to do
It
that.
does.
Minus your intelligence.
Modifier,
So
yeah.
So
good one.
Yeah. 10 work
so
weeks.
adding how many weeks?
So 12 weeks.
It's still 10. You don't gain.
It's still 10, yeah. But it's funny to
So
think
then
about.
Rogi would spend 2 weeks then just researching demons, and he can't read, so he wouldn't be looking at books, but he would be going around and just talking to people about demons.
Well, yeah, that's completely
I will
fine.
say Ghundra does plan on doing similar research, so if you wanted to narratively tie them together.
Yeah,
or split up, or leave Ghundra the research and then you handle something else.
What Rogi would probably want to do then is he would hang out with you, Ghundra, and because he feels very lost here on the surface. He has no idea what to do.
But Ghundra does.
Whenever it's daytime, he's just really, really distressed. But he would spend time with you. What? Go ahead.
Sleep during that time. You don't have to be awake for all hours of the day. You just.
Now, is it summer or is it winter?
Do not make me narratively decide that.
Anyway,
off with that.
Ghundra only rests for 4 hours at a time, so some of the time he does spend in the sun. But you have the luxury of needing a longer sleep cycle, my friend. Just sleep during the wicked hours.
Hours.
Yep, that is definitely what we're gonna do. But yes, 2 then weeks of demon research is what he would do.
Okay.
Until he could not take being up here anymore.
All right.
And I assume at some point during his research, if you just want me to complete what Rogi would do.
Let's start with the research.
Or if you want me to wait. Okay, we'll start with the research.
Let's just start with the research. Get that out of the way.
You make an intelligence check with a +1 bonus for every 50 gold spent beyond the initial 50 gold.
So you need to pay in 50.
My dark metal mace was not for nothing.
Haha. So yeah,
it's all coming together.
You'll need to put in at least 100 gold for the 2 weeks total.
Oh, okay.
Do you want to have that be act as a bonus to him?
How do you mean?
Because typically this would only be 1 work week. If he's spending 2 weeks doing it, it's effectively spending an additional 50 for a bonus to the intelligence check he makes.
I would just say that he could make 2 rolls. Is
Okay.
what was going to happen. So if you would like to put in more, like 50 gold more for the bonuses, that's up to you.
Now, question.
Yeah.
Can Rogi be helping Ghundra with this for 2 weeks' time? And just give Ghundra advantage on
Okay.
2 weeks worth of rolls, or a bonus based on 2 weeks worth of rolls?
Okay, I can do that. If
I'm
actually,
only doing one week of it, but so if you want to make your own and then give me advantage on mine,
Yeah,
Well,
I'll do that.
we can
or I could make that 50 gold buy-in be like a +1 bonus for Ghundra on his roll. Because you essentially helping him.
I'm a little confused on. Well, it'd be better to give him advantage than to just give him a +1, right?
I don't think you can.
He might as well give
him
him.
advantage.
You might as well give yourself advantage at that point by rolling twice, as he's already offered.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I still think I'm confused, but if that's what works best, we'll do that.
Just pay in the 100
So-
gold, and then you get 2
Alright.
rolls.
I've paid 100 gold, and I get 2 intelligence rolls.
Yeah. So
Are they
that's
plus
intelligence.
anything?
No.
Your intelligence.
Okay.
You get to.
I didn't know if.
If you spend even more, you can add, but
Yeah. If you spend more, you can get a +1.
you can get up to a +6, but that costs 300 gold.
And that's just for one of your rolls. You follow?
Yes. I'm
Okay.
trying to decide if it's worth it. Nah, he'll keep the money he has. He wouldn't. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So 2 intelligence rolls.
Yep. For your 2 weeks. Okay. That's
Oh,
good.
hey, that's actually not bad.
Okay. So from each roll, you learn in total 4 pieces of lore.
Hell yeah.
I will circle around. Keep that in mind.
Okay.
We'll circle back around with the lore that you get.
I owe you 4 lore.
Yeah, essentially. But then you do your research. With your research going to decide your other stuff.
Yeah. After these 4 weeks on the surface, Rogi would come to the party and be like, "I can't take this anymore. I hate this place. It's so open. Nothing makes sense. I hate it when I see that weird burning ball in the sky. And the worst part, mushrooms can't grow here.
Yes, they can. They just are
We-
underneath buildings. You just,
No, I've taken all of these things. I took bigwigs, I took trillimax, I took water orbs and torch stalks. I've tried to cultivate them over the past 4 weeks, and it's not working.
We don't belong here, Rogi.
You're taking this way harder than you need to.
This is a strange land.
I can't be here anymore. Even if this place is not full of demons like I think it is not, Myconids can't live here. And there's not a life worth living for me at my age without Myconids. They are the kinds of people that will bring us into a new age, and I need to go learn from them everything I can and take all of my experiences and help them. I'm going back. I think I know how to find them. I need to go back.
Good
Okay,
luck.
bye.
You savage. Holy shit. What
Alright.
a bitch.
Well, that makes sense. Goodbye. Rogi leaves.
For the sake of whenever we do stuff, this is towards the end of this entire process. Like, this is like a few months in.
Yeah.
This is literally at the halfway point.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, you are now, unfortunately, down Rogi.
And
The beloved
Frankie's been
Rogi.
with his wife this whole time, so we never see him.
Absolutely not. He lives on the other. His home is on the other side of the goddamn planet.
Listen, when a man's got a will, he finds a way.
Not like that. It would take him so long to reach his home.
Yeah, I think I do
When the
think
man's got a will, he'll find a way.
I think we did. I think we can reasonably say that he used his like influence to zoop himself over there as soon as he found
Or-
somebody who could.
I guess.
But yeah, he's away.
So it's just
Mikey
Thodane.
is either managing business or with his wife. I looked up no other options from Dane when he gets back.
You don't think he's managing business with his wife?
She's probably taking.
An excellent point.
Depends on how separate he likes to keep his work and home. You know.
Gavin, you're very smart. You should be a DM.
You know, maybe I should give that a shot.
Tony Soprano.
Yeah.
Hey,
What do
am I
you think,
smart
Rio? You think
because
I'd be
I
a
am
good DM?
What?
Why would Rio know that?
Well, Rio knows me pretty well.
Pleading the
Rio's
fifth.
Rio's known me the longest, so
I've known
you know.
him forever.
What do you think? Do you think I should do a campaign, Rio?
Oh,
Who's
I
going
think
next?
you should only do one campaign at a time. I can go next. I'm pretty quick, I think, especially because Thodane would probably tell you, Rogi, that he'll probably see you soon. He'll come visit you down there. Seeing
That
as
sounds like an impossible task.
he's experiencing some similar things, but his is more so not having been able to like excavate or anything for a long time.
Well, there are
So
plenty of ruins.
we
in
have 4
Ghundra.
weeks.
Mhm.
No, you have 9.
9.
You have 9.
Well, you have 8. No,
Okay.
you have 9.
No, he has 9. He did get rid of a madness.
Can I do the downtime activity of crafting or crafting a magic item?
How long is that?
All right, crafting an item. What tools do you have proficiency in?
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point. I don't think I'm proficient in any tools. I'm cartographers and masons.
Mason's tools.
Woof.
Yeah.
Like, I think you could make scrolls?
Yeah, I think we're free to make scrolls since.
Well,
What
I don't need to
require
make any
masonry?
scrolls.
Are you sure? They're a spell without a spell slot.
That's true.
I mean, that's
Actually,
not bad.
yeah, that's not bad. I'll take a look at those.
Yeah, so they have a whole big table for spell scroll costs and the amount of time it would take to craft them. You can get a 3rd level spell in a single work week, but that does cost 500 gold, unfortunately.
Which one are you looking at?
Variant option, scribing a spell scroll.
That would only be from the wizard list, right?
Yeah. You couldn't use anything outside of that, so, you know.
Are there any 3rd level wizard spells that are worth it?
3rd level's a big spell.
3rd level is a
Oh,
big
you
spell?
guys also have the spell books that you
Yeah.
guys collected.
Oh, Jesus Christ, I forgot about those. Jeez, I'm going back to that shit, because... Woo!
I have it pinned, remember, on Discord. Pinned.
Where are the pins located?
If you go to the little thing up top, the thing that looks
Oh.
like a pin.
Pinned messages.
A little red circle.
Holy moly.
Just copy all of those into your funny little book.
That's what I was thinking you guys would probably spend time doing, is copying the spells into your own spell books.
That would only... Oh, because... Wait, we still have to pay for each one, though.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It is. I have it written down, or more so, I wrote down how much time it costs me to do various spells, so I can just extrapolate from that real quick.
Remember your proficiency or the spell cost
Two-
and time is halved if you're a savant in your school.
Yeah,
Yeah,
2
your
hours
shield.
and 50 gold per level.
Then it's an
Wait.
hour and 25 if the spell is your school.
Mm-hmm. So if you wanted to do polymorph, it would be 8 hours and 200 gold, unless you were transmutationist, transmuter. That's the word for it.
Yeah.
You, I don't think have a savant trait, do you?
Nah, he has funny war
Yeah.
mage abilities.
So yours is all just straight cost.
Oh, okay, never mind then.
Yeah, he's war mage, so he doesn't have the savant trait.
Gundra's the illusionist.
Yeah, Ghundra has it.
Yeah, and I currently have one spell on the list that I'm like, yeah, I'm interested in learning this.
Okay. Yeah, we'll go through your book you got, Rio, then see if there's anything you want to throw in there. Because I believe... Who got to what again? Oh, that's right. Rio, I think, has the Underland magic.
Hmm?
And then Ghundra has the magic from Beyond the Mirror.
Yeah, which is all the higher level spells that we can't touch yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have the Underland magic book. So I would look through that, Rio, see if you want to do anything
yeah.
with that.
While he's doing that, does somebody else want to talk about what they do over there?
Yeah. Let's go while Rio's thinking on that. Keeluth or Ghundra?
Do you have preference?
No.
Okay, I'll go ahead and go. So first week, finding somebody to cure madness.
Mm-hmm.
Second, no,
Wait,
actually,
did you have 2 madnesses?
I had one.
You had 1.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, that's a week to get rid of.
My next 5 weeks, I'm going to be doing work as a
Okay.
physician. That isn't one of the traditional ones, but
No,
considering
but I'll take it.
yeah, just a medicine check 5 times. I'm only gonna get 2 gold unless I get over 21, but still. I'm mostly doing this for roleplay and like describing how he goes about his day.
Mhm.
So let's roll 5 stinking medicine checks. 1, 2,
20,
Oh, that's 1 over
18,
21.
4,
15.
5.
That's another 1 over 21.
Hell yeah! I mean, those weren't bad.
Lowest I got was 15, so I get 2 gold for everyone that I get 2 gold for the 3, and then I get 20. I get 2 gold from all of these, and then I get an extra 50 gold. So Ghundra starts to establish, as soon as he settles in a town, he starts to establish himself as a physician. He's fairly open about the fact that he's not actually trained as a physician. He just knows a lot about medicine and other things. And starts working with people, helping out.
2 gold.
Yeah, it's a comfortable lifestyle. 25 gold is the extreme bonus.
That's yeah. Okay, that's what I was looking at.
So that's
You
10, 60 gold total,
Okay.
which is nothing to sneeze at after a while.
No.
Notable things that for the brief time that Rogi sees it and everybody else, he does basically become friends with an old woman who regularly needs checkups. And this becomes a little
How
bit, yeah. She's like close to 80. So like she's regularly needing checkups, especially in the sort of like technological setting that we're in. Additionally, this happens 2 separate times. Ghundra is very open. He gets a lot more into his women are beautiful, women are parallel to the goddess herself, all that sort of stuff. For the most part, it's a little off-putting for a lot of the women he meets because like you can feel he's genuine, but then you kind of quickly learn he says this about everybody. Once or twice, he does help a woman commit adultery because she's in a bad relationship. And then
Love it.
it becomes the talk of a town. It's not good for the image Ghundra wants to permit of being completely harmless. But Keyleth is there to fucking smash in the teeth of anybody who tries to kill him.
All those
He's
angry
also-
husbands.
All two of them. And it's very much I'm in such a bad place. Like, well, you don't deserve it, Queen. And let's just let's do a mistake with this elven pretty boy. And then Ghundra very, very quickly just doesn't feel a single thing about it. He did a service and then she left, and that's all he thinks about it.
In a service.
Yeah. You have to aid women wherever they are. I love women.
I like girls.
Oh, Daniel, do you want to flip a coin to see if you want to just add in a complication? We don't have to do.
Oh yeah, we can totally do that.
Since I did it 5 times, a 50% chance. Feel free to flip a coin, or
Yeah.
roll 5 times and see if a 10%
roll,
chance.
roll. You want to roll a D100?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, go ahead and roll that. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me a second.
Six possible
You know what? Roll that D6. Let's see what we get. Let's go
Alright.
real random with it.
2.
2. There. It's just on it, and then I got rid of it.
Okay, so.
Oh, I don't want to do that one. Roll again.
Okay.
Well, you know what? Actually,
Is this better?
nah. Fuck it.
Uh,
I don't know how we go about doing that.
It would probably just be mostly a role-playing thing of just
Yeah, I just. We got.
there are
Save on
issues.
time.
At some
We're not
point, there are issues. The talk of the town of just him being weirdly obsessive over women. There's a little bit of a thing. We can actually reframe it. Whatever building we're keeping host, we're being held up in. Someone throws a brick through the window. We know who it is. We're not gonna do anything about it because we're not killers, Keyleth. We are normal. And we are not a threat to this town. But it does send us back some money, and I spend 2 gold to fix it.
Okay. All right. So that's in total what 6 weeks you've gone through now?
Yeah, that's 6 weeks total, and then I have my research.
You want to do 3 weeks of research or just 1 week?
1 week.
Okay. All right. Pay in your 50 gold,
Okay.
and then whatever extra money for bonuses.
I'm pretty confident in my intelligence score. Okay, let's roll an intelligence check. I get 1 piece of information. Yeah, I'm just going through various libraries of places, trying to understand why demons are appearing in this frequency, if there is a wider reason for it, and I don't think I get far. I think I get a lot of information I can't parse, or don't have the context to properly utilize, but I do end up getting 1 thing at some point. Okay, that's my funny research. All right. Next 2
But one
weeks.
thing I'll tell you right now what it is, 'cause I know exactly what the one you probably find
Mhm.
for a role like that. You haven't been able to find much information about this demon incursion, or
Mhm.
the likes, or certainly doesn't seem like it's ever really been heard of in a long, long time. But you have heard archaic mentionings of a vast library in the Underdark, supposedly created by stone giants. It is called Graven Hollow.
Graven Hollow. Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
Supposedly, Graven Hollow has all the information about all the Underdark goings-ons.
All right. Keep that in my notes. All right. So one of the later weeks, I imagine 5 of those work weeks are kind of spread out, but one of the later weeks. Ghundra, this is not something I'm going to roll for. It's just a thing that I've thought of and want to narratively press for as something that happened. Ghundra at some point runs into a wood elf, fighter or ranger or something along that, and she very publicly hates his guts. I think she gives him only like the benefit of the doubt because she's heard of Dritz and knows that possibly some drow out there are worth a damn, but as far as she's concerned, Gundra is just one of the many people who slaughter elves on the surface. And he becomes obsessed with trying to prove he's not a bad person to this woman. I think people on the outside of the situation can probably read, oh, Gundra has a crush on this woman that he can't really accept himself, and if you try to be like, hey, do you think you're in love? He will just fucking curse you out and say that's stupid, because drow are taught love is a disease. It's a mental illness that you get that makes you put somebody else's life over your own.
Oh, poor Holistra.
But
Knew she was broken.
She didn't do that. She abandoned her man the correct way.
I think this kind of escalates.
Or real.
And I'm going to ask, does anybody help Gundra with trying to convince this woman that he's not terrible?
Oh my god, yes. Yes.
That sounds like a job for Keeluth.
Keeluth?
Yes.
Is Rogi still around at this point?
We can say
he
yes.
would.
We can say yes, yeah.
Rogi would. This is a matter of emotion. Rogi would most certainly try to do that.
All right. Gundra asks Rogi to
Fucking
just...
Rogi being a wingman. Oh my god.
Gundra
Jesus.
asks...
I don't know if Rogi's the one you want as your wingman, but
No,
boy,
but I love it.
Gundra asks very simply, just convince her to meet with me. I understand that she probably doesn't want to, but tell her if she doesn't want to see me after this, that's fine, and I won't seek her out again.
Rogi, I want you to make a persuasion check.
You want me to come up with something to say, or you just want me to make a persuasion check?
You both.
Okay. What is this woman's name again?
She doesn't have one. It's kind of a character that is going to be separate from...
Matilda.
It's an elven woman, so probably something. Wood elf.
Probably Matilda.
Matilia.
Ooh, Matilia's on my head.
Hello, Matilia. Yes, my friend would love the opportunity to meet with you. And I know that is probably strange. We have not been well received up here, and I understand why. But what is the opportunity that you will get to meet a person like this and get the opportunity to at least know them for maybe a night? I have seen many things in my age, and there have been many things that I have experienced through this thing called melding. I should tell you about it at some point, but the thing that most strikes through in one's experience is the emotions that one feels. And I think it is important in life to find the most opportunity to feel a variety of emotions. And I think this is a unique opportunity that, well, you should consider. Drow are often not vulnerable like this, and I can tell that he is going to be vulnerable. And that is important. You don't want to miss it.
Oh.
There.
Alright, Gundra, how does this play out?
Help with this. Nope, not shit.
You
Nope.
did good, boy. You did good.
You did your best, Rogi.
You avoided talking a lot about melding. Proud of you.
Yep.
Can we say, for this sake, she comes, but on the worst possible... she's like, I'm meeting him for, like... He has, like, a sentence to say something to me, and then I don't want to hear from him.
She's just being dramatic.
Women, am I right? It's
I'm not gonna go that far, but
No.
Quick question. Does Keeluth have proficiency in sleight of hand?
No.
Have you seen them hands?
Okay.
He could have a proficiency in sleight of hand, considering he has not rolled officially with athletics yet. I could switch from athletics to sleight of hand.
Do you want to
Never
do
rolled
that for me,
athletics.
for my
I
sake?
wouldn't.
He still has good dex, which makes me want to.
Okay, question. Do you need sleight of hand as a skill to use thieves' tools?
No, thieves' tools.
No,
You roll
that's
thieves' tools check. People usually
Yeah,
just do
that's
sleight
what
of
I
hand as a bit. Because given the harsh conditions, I think Ghundra asked Keluth if he helps. Can you slip this potion into a drink of hers? And
Oh my
it is the filter of
Jesus
love.
Christ.
I love it. It's awful.
It's-
Okay, so I'm not giving him proficiency, but he has a +4 anyways.
Roll it.
Is this what you truly want?
I'm not going to do anything more than talk to her. I just need her to listen. She won't do that if she hates me.
I believe on the surface this is an action that'll make her hate you and not be more intrigued by you as it would down below.
I just need to prove. That I'm not terrible.
Are we
like
sure
she
we
thinks
got rid
I
of Gundra's madness?
All right.
20. I'll call that a success.
So this is how it goes.
You're gonna slip a roofied love potion into her drink.
The first thing
Ghundra asked him to.
she drinks it, and the first thing he says is, "I apologize, but I have poisoned you for the sake of this conversation. I just needed to guarantee that you would
Christ.
that you wouldn't walk away the moment I started speaking."
Oh my god.
And in her charmed state, she stays for this bit. He has an hour to talk to her, and it's terrible. It is absolutely awful. For those of you who are around trying to witness this, who like hear the he's starting out with that, is you hear him start to talk about how he's not a killer and he never will be. He thinks there's something deeply wrong with him in the fact that he can't get over killing. He's killed 2 people in his entire life because a demon has possessed him, and now that that madness has been left from his body, he has the images of those people's face stained in his head, and he can't get rid of it.
Fodane will stay for 10 minutes of that and then realize on some level he feels like he already knew this and left.
Yeah, like, and he just kind of says, and you kind of start to pick up, for those who stay, he ends up starting to say, he starts to connect this to, I know Drow have killed your people in the past, but I'm not the kind of person who can do that. And attaching that to, I can't even kill people if I wanted to, he's starting to make the case of, I would kill your family if I could, but I can't. And that's how he's framing it. And he just loses the plot. He completely forgets to tell her, I'm not a bad person. He just says, I'm weak and I feel like less of a drow. And he just dumps all of this like emotional turmoil on her. And when the hour is up, I think she stands up, takes a fork on the table, stabs him in the chest, and just repeats back the conclusion that she took from it and says, never talk to me again. And he says, yes, I know, I'm sorry. And she throws something in his direction and leaves, and he never sees her. He never goes to her again. He casts greater invisibility on himself every time he leaves his house for like the next 5 days, just to make sure.
God.
My God.
What a
So
fucking
specific.
adventure. Mark, you should be a DM.
Yeah, Mark, have you ever DM'd?
Ultimately, the truth as I see it is, Drow, when confronted by feelings of love, do everything wrong.
Holy shit. Bravo.
Cheers,
That was
mate.
great. I'm glad we recorded that one.
He is deeply embarrassed by all of this, and if you ever want him to just shut the fuck up or attack you, just mention this to him, like, because
Whoo!
he is so deeply like just
That's alright, we all left, so no one saw, right?
No,
yeah.
Q saw the whole
Keyless
thing.
saw all.
Rogie probably witnessed the whole thing too.
Keyless stayed to make sure he wouldn't be
Keyless
walking
does
back home
not
to
give
a
a fuck.
corpse.
Keyless like, I wonder how he's gonna deal with this, and then like he went
I
on and he was
want
like, he's
all
gonna
the drama.
fuck this up so badly, and then he did. He fucked it up perfectly.
Oh god, how does Rogie feel about all this?
One of the reasons that it probably was so badly received is just because Rogie was quietly crying in the corner the whole time Ghundra was
Oh
talking.
my god! Hey, Mom, you want to draw something, right? Let's draw that fucking scene.
Jesus Christ.
Oh,
And then when she
a
stabs
point.
him, Rogie's completely. Well,
A point
not
I want.
too shocked,
A
but-
point I wanted to make is she no longer hates him because he is a drow and drow do terrible things to elves on the surface. She hates him because he's manipulative, self-centered, and said to her face, "I wish I could be a murderer."
So a drow.
Yeah, like it doesn't matter that he's drow. That's something true about him. If he wasn't a drow, that would still be true about him. Like she hates him for him. And I don't think he deserves. And I want to say, since I am recording this, he doesn't deserve pity. He is being a very unabashedly just like stupid about this, and he just doesn't he wants her to think better of him on drow terms, which are not things people should respect. And he just Ghundra is many things, and he's very smart, but he doesn't understand a lot.
He's a smart dumbass.
Uh-huh. But yeah, for my last week, I don't do anything.
He relaxes.
Relaxes and reflects on his actions. He eventually bounces back. He starts being like a fucking asshole towards the end of it all, being like, "Oh, I'm still this great person or whatever. I'm as a drow, I'm actually perfect. Look at all this skill I have, all that sort of stuff." It is easier to detect that he is very slightly compensating for all of the problems he just vomited towards this woman. Like, I think it went on for an hour. I think he talked about his weird relationship with his mother, how the only time he's ever received love was whenever he was played
You
with
need a
The worst
therapist.
date ever.
Yeah, and she like I have no doubts that at some point the charm effect of that potion was fighting against every single sense in her body, because why would she stay
You
for
were
this?
straining the weave of magic with what you were doing.
The veil was tearing.
The only time I found affection is whenever my mother's sister dressed me up like a doll and told me how pretty I looked.
Right. That shit makes me want to drink. So
I'm glad Rogie's gone, because he knows all of this now. He knows how fucked up his childhood is. He knows that the only person who ever cared about him, some street vagrant, literally a man whore, who was killed like while he was off at school, that's the only person he felt ever cared about him, and that man's dead.
Gundra's so traumatized.
Gundra's
Poor baby.
you have so much to work through, my dude.
Ghundra lives in a position of privilege that was barely borrowed, and he is still suffering because ultimately the society he comes from loves death and murder and chaos, and he is so desperate to not live in a scenario like that. But he'll probably return to the Underdark once he feels he can.
Probably gonna become an alcoholic.
Rogie,
After
would
that girl
definitely,
experience.
for the first time, have the thought, oh shit, did I do this to my child by leaving them in my home city? Now I'm gonna have to deal with that.
Maybe go back to Grakushtu.
Maybe go back to Grekelstrik and find your boy.
You know, just check
Find
up
your
on
daughter.
them. Just
My
look through a
boy.
window.
My boy.
Just look through a window and be like,
Boy
is this
a
person
solid,
okay?
like 150 years old
My
now.
boy!
Thank
My
you.
son!
My son.
I knew
My
Brianna
son!
wanted it. It's my son!
All right.
Someone make that clip, but then just have me dub over it. Just that Harry Potter scene.
Okay,
Holy
Keyleth,
shit,
what
Ghundra.
fun things have you gone through on the surf?
Crime.
Wonderful. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
So the first roll I have to make is okay. Is there any explanation needed as to why Keyleth is doing crime? I don't think so.
There's a rich person nearby.
I
That's
mean,
why.
I'd like to hear
So
one, but it's
we take.
unnecessary.
Is it 1 week or 2 weeks per madness, or
One
not
One week
madness.
per madness.
1 week per madness? So that's 2 weeks for Keyleth that are
Mhm.
just gone. So he has 7 left.
I like to think that Keyleth got rid of his first
So,
madness and was like,
a
"Oh,
week-
I'm done." And then they were like, "Hold up, I'm still feeling some stuff here."
All right. So roll number 1.
Oh, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. before we do all
He's
this.
leaving. Roll number 1 is stealth. Oh wait, no, I have to choose the loot value. We're gonna start at a 10 because we're feeling unsure of ourselves and we're on the surface. So roll number 1 is stealth. The second roll is dexterity, thieves' tools, and then the third roll is there's a choice of investigation, perception, or deception. Jokes on that. They're all the same to me. But obviously we have to pick deception.
You got above 10 on all of them, so you do steal
Wow,
50
that's-
gold.
That's 3 successes. So Keyleth just steals 50 gold
From a struggling merchant.
from a struggling merchant, absolutely.
Fucked up.
I was not expecting 3 successes.
Hmm
I mean, I should have with the 10, but... yeah, okay, so facing no consequences from crime number 1,
Beautiful.
we're going to
Keep doing it. Until we get
keep doing
caught.
it. We're going to move up to DC 15.
Jesus.
I'm gonna look at what bonuses you got
stealth?
for all of these. Damn.
Stealth, thieves' tools, that dexterity modifier.
Can't believe. So I
Good.
heard that right. Right. You got. Oh my God, 3 successes and all this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she went after a struggling merchant. They didn't have a lot of security. Lowest roll was a 12. She needed to beat a DC 10. Keyleth did that.
Oh my God.
Alright,
Okay.
so that's 2 successes. Because the DC's 15 now.
Mm-hmm.
So, if 2 checks are successful, the heist is a partial success, netting the character half the payout. So that's another 50 gold of a prosperous merchant.
Yeah, narratively, you got maybe not caught, but somebody noticed what you were doing as you were doing it. Probably, I would think. How does this partial success work for you? Do you think?
Well, it's the deception that failed. So I will let the DM contribute to this if he so chooses.
Oh, what exactly are you doing?
So
I'm stealing from a prosperous merchant, and I succeeded on the stealth, and I succeeded on the thieves' tools, but I failed on the deception. So
Okay.
2 successes and 1 failure is half the profit without getting caught.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where we are.
All right.
I have an idea that's popped into my head.
Okay. I'll hear it.
Keyleth is coming home from his second heist and is caught by the rest of the party and does
Ooh.
and instantly everyone knows that he was in fact out stealing.
Ghundra has been so fucking concerned with their image.
This is week
This sounds like a
number
big.
4. This is week 4 for a timeline for anyone.
I feel like none of us would really be put off by that.
I disagree.
Ghundra is the worst right now because it's like, you're stealing from the people who are looking for an excuse to kill us or run us out of town. You
What else am I supposed to do with them?
Oh, I'll be right back.
anything
You get
else.
caught, so
Mercenary work. Anything. You could be out killing some Eden or something. No one can. You have. Let's go.
They don't pay enough with the mercenary work.
We're leaving. We're leaving now.
Besides, I didn't get caught, Ghundra. It's fine.
I caught you. I see you with a sack in your hand, filled with what I assume is some merchant's gold, probably.
He just shrugs. You're an ally. I don't need to hide these things from you.
Yeah, were you expecting to see me out here? Because if you weren't, I could have been anybody else. You could have been a guard. It could have been a guard that comes up and says, "Oh, hello, drow that I've seen around town. What's that in the bag? Is that yours? Let me see it." And then you probably would have killed them, right in the middle of the street.
Well, there is no one else around.
Don't do this again.
Well, fine. Alright, week number 5. We're going cruising.
You have 50 gold of profit.
We have 100 gold of profit.
25 gold to... It's a 25 gold to, like, find people. Every single one of these has a gold cost.
Ooh, that's true. Hold on, 100... Alright, minus 25, minus 25.
Yeah.
Okay. That's right.
If you want to use your winnings to go some middle-class carousing.
Carousing. We are doing... The,
There's Xanathar's Guide version and
yeah, I'm looking at those two. I'm gonna do the Xanathar's Guide first, so 10 gold.
I'm not gonna spend a lot of money on my revelry.
He feels more at home with the lower class.
That's fair.
Then
Persuasion.
again, no, screw these 4 people. We're doing 50 gold for the middle class. Okay. Alright, 50 gold. Make a
Sorry about that. I'm back.
charisma persuasion.
What's going on?
Good. He's going carousing now that Ghundra yelled at him about stealing. This
Okay.
is week 5, I believe.
Week 5. Got it.
Mm-hmm. 17. I've made 2 allied contacts.
Guild members, spellcasters, town officials, and other folk will frequent a well-kept establishment.
Okay. All right. Let's think about this then. What kind of contacts are you looking for? Hey,
Friends
chat,
with
we have-
benefits for information.
Ooh.
So anything from that list will work.
Someone to either fuck or someone to, I don't know, tell you where to go.
There are more benefits than
that's-
sex.
What? Huh?
Those
I
are
don't
all the same
understand.
thing, Daniel. Those are
Yeah.
all inclusive. I'm doing all of
yeah.
those. Regardless of gender. Because that's a discovery Keyleth has made while coming to the surface. A little bit of introspection.
Turns out he's really horny for some.
Turns out
Human
he's
male.
bisexual.
Is it like? Does he have like a race type or?
No.
No. All right.
His type is
He likes burly
specifically.
men.
No, Keyleth specifically loves anyone that will benefit him in any capacity. That is his type.
He's on the drow level of this sort of
Right.
thinking still.
He's a top if ever there was one.
He's a
When
top.
a woman's not around.
He's a business top. He's.
Yeah. Okay. Which class of people were you
Middle class.
Middle
doing?
class.
Middle class. Okay. Let's say how many contacts did you get again? Two.
2.
All right. I'll say one of them is a spellcaster. A well-enough-to-do mage who's willing to help out here and there for whatever you need. Possibly a teleportation, or maybe you need to cast sending, something along those lines. Another one we'll say is a Zentarum guild member.
Zentarum.
Let me find them.
Zentarum?
Zentarum.
Also known as the Black Network.
They're part of the Black Network.
Yeah. Basically.
They do a lot more, above ground or above the board kind of work. But they are part of that, bad underground, ring.
They're maybe the only surface group that does trade with Underdark people.
Yes. Which is probably how you kind of got to know each other. You know her.
Oh, it's her.
Yes. You know her by name as Davra Jastur. Fairly high up. Here, I'll put it in Discord.
Yeah, put that in chat for me.
Yep. I'm reading through it right now. Believe she is human. She's a very pragmatic, very ordered and disciplined, no-nonsense woman. But you could tell she's got all the drive and ambition. In a way, she almost reminds you of a drow.
Yeah, I was about to say, so she's the perfect woman, but human.
She's the perfect human woman. She is absolutely no nonsense. We'll say you guys have like a tryst together here and there. You meet, you both, bear your personalities and then decide this will work. But you now have a contact in the Zentarum.
Excellent.
You can decide if this is a thing you want to go, like a relationship you want to go down, or it was just a one-time like, oh, now I know somebody.
Oh, it's a thing until it's no longer convenient to be a thing. And then it's not a thing.
She's in town for a week or two, and then she's gone, and you don't remember her, which is a lie. But that's what you can tell anybody you want.
But yeah. So there's that. You got two nice little contacts.
Nice. 10% chance of triggering a complication. Is that it?
We can do that.
Or is there a special complication
We can roll for that.
trigger?
Yeah, want to roll a d10 and see if you get a 1?
Yeah.
D8.
It's a d10. It's a d10 for the percentile, and then it's a d8.
Oh, I see. Okay, there's two of them you're doing.
Yeah, since it's a 10%, you can roll a d10, and if you get a 1, yeah. All right, you're good.
Yeah.
No complications. All right. That's it for week 5. Moving on to week 6.
Is that a pen I just heard?
Yep.
Okay. I was like, I heard it so clearly. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
We're doing pit fighting.
Ooh. See, why did you just do pit fighting instead of crime?
What's the difference?
Did you write down in your notes or something Davra's name?
Yeah.
Okay, and that she's part of the Zentarum?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
That's what the pen is for.
Oh, is that what it was? Who keeps their notes on a real book?
Me.
Lame. Who keeps notes, period? That's why I like playing dumb characters.
It does help.
I don't have-
It's a wonderful excuse. Remember playing Barbarian? I wrote down the most brief and the most unintelligible notes possible. Just
I
to
didn't
keep
write
the
it. I don't write
character.
down notes because A, I don't like writing notes. B, when you play a dumb character and you have no notes, perfect.
It's great to not give yourself helpful notes because then you can look back at them and then read them verbatim and then no one will know what you're fucking saying.
So true.
That's pretty good.
That's how my notes are.
Although I think you actually try to make notes. I just think they come out bad.
Bonus equal to a roll of the characters.
Hey, Dan.
Yeah, what's up, buddy?
I'm gonna have to probably crash for work, but can I just, my downtime stuff's not super crazy. Can I just send it in the
Yeah.
Discord?
Okay.
Yeah, you can go ahead and just send that in. Do you want us to make rolls for you if need be?
Yeah, you
Or-
can. That's totally cool.
Or we can...
There's
pick
not
up
a
next-
whole lot of stuff. It'll be cut short. It won't be all 9 weeks.
No, I mean, you should use all 9 weeks.
I didn't. I used.
Well, no, like, yeah, it'll make
Alright.
sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
We can also just pick it up next week too, as well. For
Right
you.
on.
You
Either
and
way.
because we have you and Dane that need to do.
True. That's a good
so
point.
It's also
Okay.
fine just to do next session. We just continue, and then we'll see what happens from there.
Oh, Mark, if you want to copy any of my spells at any point before, like, I would leave or anything, the ones that I think the new ones I have, I got Confusion
Mhm.
and Fire Shield.
I don't have a lot of money for that, but I will consider it.
Okay. Yeah, because I know that's a lot for a 4th level, but
Keelan,
right
what
on. Well, you
doing?
guys have fun then.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll
I
see
don't know
you
why.
guys
I
next
don't know why he's
week.
going back to bed. He was just sleeping.
Yeah, but that was like super short nap just because I'm on like so many nights of like 3 hours of sleep.
You should sleep more often.
Yeah, I know.
You're playing video games.
It's not even that. I don't know why.
Bullshit.
I keep fucking
I
going to bed at
won.
like midnight and getting up at 3, and then I'm just up.
Ew.
I'm like, what the fuck?
That's gross. Don't do that.
Yeah, it's pretty
gross.
disgusting. So
Were you silently gambling with yourself?
I'm not gambling with myself. I'm pit fighting. I have one success. I won
Keyleth
50
is
gold.
busy pit fighting. Thank you.
Alright,
Just
I'll see
gambling.
y'all's.
All right, bye, buddy.
Bye.
Are you gambling with yourself?
Keyleth Ghundra over here, helping an old lady with her arthritis, and then like doing the most embarrassing thing you could do with a woman who wanted nothing to do with him in the beginning. Keyleth over here joining a fucking fight club and stealing from people.
Alright, this party. We did death of me.
1,
Okay.
2, 3,
How
4,
many-
5, 6.
How much money
Last
did you win?
week. No, wait, no.
How much money did you win from pit fighting?
50.
Okay.
Because I only have one success.
Lame.
Right?
Yeah, I think so.
Every work week, spit fighting brings a 10% chance of complication. Okay.
I will say, I like the Zentarum flag. Yeah, you guys can see this.
Oh,
That's pretty dope.
It's pretty dope.
No complications.
Alright.
So that's week
Uh,
6.
3 more to go? I knew this was going to take a while, so that's why I had like just dedicated the whole session to this.
mhm.
3 more to go, right? Because it's 9 weeks.
Yeah. 3 more.
Dagger, trouble, knife, mushroom mash.
Let's just go do pit fighting again. So, and
Ooh.
what?
For having good
Bop.
decks, you're acrobat.
And then the weird one is a D8,
My god.
but you add it to a 20. So 6, 12,
really-
and 12.
Got your ass handed to you.
Well, we have to roll the DC now. Which, yes, I did know that hand to me. Yep.
I didn't say but, I said
And yep.
asked.
But I lose my bouts, earning
All 3 of them.
nothing.
Yeah.
Now I have to roll for a complication. No
Go
complication.
check on my coals.
More weeks left. We're going cruising again. But this time it's the GMG version.
Let's just get everything done with.
It's D100 plus level.
Alrighty.
That's
She's doing the DMG
DMG
carousing
cruising. Yeah,
because it's
Okay.
funny.
absolutely. Goals on getting jailed.
A variety of hedonistic activities, such as attending parties, binge drinking, gambling, or anything else that helps them cope with
You
the
earn
perils.
modest winnings from gambling and recuperate your lifestyle expenses spent for the time spent cruising.
Very good.
Net zero.
Net zero. It is the biggest section, 41 to 80.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do I want to try and gain more allied contacts?
Yeah, it's like half the fucking rolls, right?
Well, it's 40%
Oh,
of them.
yeah, it's 40%. Still, just for a net zero, that's kind of lame. Alright.
One more week left. I'm trying to decide between carousing DMG or carousing Xanathars and try
I
to get
think it's
another
funny.
contact.
I think it's funny that you could be sent to jail.
I do think it's funny that
I
could
think
be
it's.
sent
I
to
think it'd
jail.
be funny if you're caught up in a
32.
whirlwind romance.
I am caught up. 32. I am caught up in a whirlwind romance.
Hell yeah! We're going right back to Dab Register.
Ooh.
Roll a
Roll a
D20.
D20.
God damn it! Roll a d20. All right, let's see how this goes.
8.
8.
Romance ends
And amicably.
The romance ends amicably. The romance is ongoing. If the romance ends badly, you might gain a new flaw. If it ends well or is ongoing, you gain a new love interest. Or a new bond. Alright.
You free to choose whoever. We can make up a whole character. Love
yeah,
the idea
I'm
of
thinking
going
about
back to
making up
Dab
a whole
Register.
character. Nah. He's not the type to be caught up in a whirlwind romance with a business partner. It's just business.
I'm thinking of a guy. I'm thinking of a particular character that we briefly made up.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
I'm thinking of him too. I think since it ends amicably, it's going to end, since this is the last week, it's going to end with Keyleth ditching this person and saying, hey, let's break up because I'm going down to the Underdark and probably will not be back up within the span of your human lifespan.
Alright, fair enough.
This person is a human bard man, probably in his 20s. He's a bard that's just starting out. I forget any other traits about him.
He's very well-meaning, and it's very.
He's a little bit too innocent for Keyleth.
I think this goes on in a long enough. I think this goes. While it's only like a work week, I think like it's a very quick attachment. I know Ghundra has to deal with him briefly. And Ghundra, I think the thing that I remember is he asked Ghundra if he thinks he's gay, and Gundra's like, absolutely not. I would never be with the lesser sex.
Look at me, I'm completely heterosexual.
I would never be with the lesser sex, and then furthermore, and then he's just like, that sounds like someone repressing themselves, and he gets mad at him. There's also the bit where I think he also notices that Ghundra does own a dress, and Ghundra doesn't want to explain that. So he's just like, yeah, stop talking to me. Your Keyleth's toy, go be with him.
We're not
Oh
friends.
yeah, I forgot Keyleth calls him puppy. This is a
Oh my
character.
god, that's adorable and terrible. Especially since I've been watching American Gods. And that is the pet name, like the wife who died came back to life keeps calling the main character.
You've been watching American Gods?
I've seen American Gods. I'm rewatching it.
Oh, fuck, nice.
From my perspective, this is possibly the healthiest relationship Keyleth is ever in, as a stark contrast to whoever that Zentarum woman, which I think Keyleth is very into, but also it's probably the most harrowing and dangerous relationship he's been a part of. Like, do you want to be with the nice boy or the possibly criminal woman? The choices.
But she's more drow, in personality.
Listen, the criminal woman is better in every aspect, but the
The
puppy
woman.
is a puppy.
He loves you without. He's like
the
condition.
riding lizard in more ways than one.
Oh my god. You're right, your work has corrupted you. I wasn't even gonna make that joke.
Ghundra says, I think he's very nice. I enjoy that you have somebody who's hanging around you who is constantly subtly praising you. Beyond that, I do not really care about your relationship with this man.
I like to imagine that Ghundra is jealous.
Ghundra is jealous
His
in
man
like
is
a
get-
weird
his
way.
man is getting taken away.
Ghundra is jealous that his friend is like experiencing weird sort of
Whoa. Friend?
Yeah. Keyleth is more a brother than anything to him. It's Keyleth, like the
I would like to make special note that since this scenario Ghundra created in the Blingden Stone,
Yeah.
Keyleth has not stopped calling Ghundra brother casually as sort of a reference joke, but at the same time, that has been continuous.
Yeah, and I think Keyleth and Ghundra do connect a lot through that. Like, it's more than either of them will let on, but like at the very least, Ghundra actually trusts Keyleth to a degree, which is very hard for Drow to admit to, or even passively like show.
Man, think back when you guys were just sitting in a prison cell.
No.
Now we're back here. Now we're
Yeah.
here. How far we've come, guys.
I will also say Thodane. I think the brief time that him and Rogi were like researching, Ghundra kind of just was just like, it's good to do this with somebody who understands the stakes about that, which don't really translate to a direct like relationship like feelings, but it is just very much like Rogi is somebody I enjoy being around sometimes.
How does he feel about Thodane?
Thodane is like, I feel Thodane and him
The
are
only other smart person in the party.
Yeah, I think that's unfortunately
I feel
where
like you
they're.
guys have a very business relationship.
Yeah, I think unfortunately
Or
our
maybe,
relationship
like,
ends at our shared job, or and by that I meant Final Fantasy job.
Yes.
We're really, I think we really respect each other, and I don't think the shared resources ever really stops between us, even though there's no real reason to keep with it since we're not in dire straits anymore.
Right. No, and I like that. That's pretty nice. How does Ghundra feel about Frankie?
Frankie's weird.
Yeah.
I don't think Ghundra likes Frankie, but like he doesn't hate him either. Ghundra had like a weird bit where he kind of saw that Frankie could be manipulative, and now looking back on it, he would describe it as he overreacted to that. But ultimately, Frankie's kind of like the weird older person that he doesn't really have an idea of how to get a handle on. like,
Okay.
despite not being an elf, Frankie is older than him and wiser than him, and it's kind of scary.
Mm-hmm. I like it. It's good. So, is that everyone now?
Save
That's
for,
in call.
yeah, everybody who's left.
Save for the
Yeah.
man who's visiting his wife.
Wait, he's not gonna make it. He can try.
He's visiting his wife.
All right.
I've decided.
You guys want a fun little sneak peek of what's to come now that
Sure.
you're officially done in your timeline?
Sure.
Gavin?
You're muted.
Why not?
All right, listen up, guys. You receive from a messenger, a dwarven messenger, a handwritten letter bearing a king's seal. One you might have been aware of from history and past, but is the seal of King Brunor. Who would like to open the letter?
We're not
Keith
all
will.
together when we get the letter, right?
Say what? Oh,
We're
I
not-
mean, I'll come back. I'll circle around to you because it'll be the same thing. Instead of Keeluth, I guess, and Ghundra, who's opening the letter?
Keith.
Okay. I will. The letter says. Actually, you know what? Oh, that didn't work.
You have a little
Letter two.
handout you can forcibly show us all.
Yeah. Well, I should have thought about this a little bit better.
It's cool.
Not. Keeluth, would you like to read what it says?
Sure.
Should-
It's... Come at once to Gauntlgrim for an audience with King Brunner Battlehammer to discuss matters of grave importance concerning your expertises in the Underdark? Experiences, whatever. He just kind of crumples it up and tosses the paper on the table. That
Now-
sounds like a trap.
Now we'll take a pause. Around the same time, Rogi, as you're traveling with some Myconid companions for a time, you receive a sending spell. Come at once to Gauntlgrim for an audience with King Brunor Battlehammer to discuss matters of grave importance concerning your experiences in the Underdark.
Okay.
Is that your reply?
Well, would Rogi know where Gauntlgrim is?
I feel like you would be aware of it,
It's a pretty big
Okay.
thing.
especially
You're
just
also a Duergar.
yeah. I was gonna say because you're a Durgar and also it's a very known location.
Why does the king want to speak with me? Is he going to kill me?
No reply anymore. That's it. No reply that comes
Oh.
to you.
Well, I meld with my friends for a bit to decide what to do.
Your melding is interesting. You've done it, I would assume, probably a couple times at this point. They keep
Oh, yeah.
they keep getting pulled in a direction. You don't quite understand it. Not being a not Myconid,
Mm-hmm.
there's some sort of psychic pull for them to keep traveling a direction. Luckily, it's not too far from where you are, like where you need to go. But you will have to split with them.
Well, I'll follow them for as far as I can.
Okay.
And yeah, I may send you some messages and do a little bit of roleplay and information gathering with the Myconids if you are willing.
I'm totally down.
Right. Cool. We can save that for later though.
But yes, you have now all received a summons from King Brunor Battlehammer.
Oh boy. Would Rogi know anything about King Brunar Battlehammer?
That's
And
a
what
great
kind of
question.
person he is?
Long, could you answer that question?
Is on.
Want me to
I
roll it?
believe he's an enemy of the Duergar.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of animosity there. King Brunar Battlehammer is the Dwarven, basically king of kings.
Uh-huh.
He is legendary in status and has actually come back from the dead. I believe this is public knowledge. And fairly well known, he was gone for around a period of 100 years, died, and was reincarnated into the body of a younger dwarf, and reassumed his throne as king. He is like
Well,
despite
how would he get the information being a Durgar?
They probably give him a nickname
it.
like Undying or something.
Yeah, I mean the tales of King Brunar spread fast like wildfire, especially among dwarves, and I'm assuming there's some dwarves that have dealings with Duergar.
Mm-hmm.
Um, there's also Dwarven spy networks and stuff that would have
Those are
this
very
kind of
prevalent.
thing, and Duergar spy networks. So
Yeah.
they keep, because they're so animosity, like
There's so
because they're
much
so like at
conscience.
war with each other and at odds, they'd be keeping tabs on each other, and so this information would spread.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You might get searched.
He,
You might get a random cavity search because you are a Duergar, but aside from that, you were invited.
ow. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Good to know.
So yeah, he is also friends with Dritz Stewart and
Oh,
Interesting.
interesting.
As a
You do know
drow.
that? Yeah.
As a drow.
It's
Hmm.
the
like best
most
friend
famous
is
drow ever.
Cool. Are
best
we gonna
friends
be
with
like
middle
the
friends.
third drow second and third drow that this man is chalked at?
No, not at all.
Perfect.
King Brunar at this period of time, at the time of Out of the Abyss, is allies with Jarlaxle and Bragendareth as a whole.
Hmm.
Tenuous allies. He doesn't trust Jarlaxle.
That's the best kind of
And he
way to be
definitely
allies.
fair.
does not
Who
trust any
does?
of Bragendareth. But
Who really fucking trusts Gerard Laxel with anything?
Right?
Dritz does, and a select
That-
few
that's
other
good.
people do.
Well, I'll be excited to meet them. I'll go ahead and shut off the recording.
Okay.